ask you something? Have you ever thought to yourself, or do you ever catch yourself thinking, what if I lose my insurance coverage? What if the medication stops working? What if I can't afford my medication anymore? What if the hunger comes back? What if I never reach my goal? Those thoughts usually stay in our minds, but we don't really say them out loud. What we do is we tell ourselves, stop thinking that, get those negative thoughts out your mind, let those thoughts and feelings go. The more I thought about it, I don't think that those thoughts are actually the fear. I think they're symptoms of one much bigger fear. I'll tell you what I mean, because once I started to really process some of these questions I had and some of the thoughts I was thinking, it really did change how I'm looking at my GLP-1 journey overall. So stay with me. Now, I'm going to tell you, just based on my own experience and talking to a lot of people in the GLP-1 community, I think some of the misconceptions about being on a GLP-1 is that we're afraid of needles, we're afraid of going up on the max dose, we're afraid of the hunger coming back, we're afraid of loose skin, and all those things may be true. I think what we're afraid of is that all those things could lead to watching the weight come back. When I say watching the weight come back, I can just imagine getting on that scale and seeing the numbers come up, or feeling that my clothes are a little bit tighter. Stepping on that scale with not as much excitement as I had before, but with some dread, wondering what that number will be. A lot of us have been there before. We know what it feels like, and we don't want to have that feeling anymore. So today, I'm going to talk about why this fear is so common, what the research says about it, and most importantly, I'm going to talk about how we can stop letting this fear control our GLP-1 journeys. Your brain remembers. So here's something that helped me understand as I was processing all these questions I've been having lately. And I know that our body remembers what we went through with the whole weight gain and weight loss of it all, or being on a health journey in the past. But guess what? Not only do our bodies remember, our minds remember as well. If you spent years losing weight, gaining it back, starting over, starting on Monday, waiting till after the weekend, feeling ashamed, gaining it back, your brain start expecting disappointment. Even when things are going well, sometimes that's why we can't celebrate our successes, because we're afraid if we celebrate, the celebration may not last long because you're going to mess up again. We worry about what's going to happen tomorrow. So let me share this with you. Research tells us that after weight loss, the body often increases its hunger signals and becomes more efficient with using energy. That's one of the reasons why maintaining weight loss is challenging. That is why obesity is viewed as a chronic disease rather than simply a willpower problem. Now, knowing this doesn't mean that regaining weight is inevitable, but what it does mean is your fears have a biological and an emotional foundation. It's not just a personal failure. So I hope that gives you a fact that you can hold on to. I'm going to tell you, I've been having these thoughts. I'm a pretty confident person. I don't always allow fears about this sort of thing to seep in, but it's been coming in with me. Fear can make you do some strange things. And fear does not always protect us. Fear actually can hurt us. I've seen some people on this GLP-1 so afraid of gaining weight or that scale going up that they do what? They stop eating. They skip meals. They refuse to go on vacation. They refuse to participate in family celebrations, friendship celebrations, birthday celebrations. They avoid birthday cake and they panic every time the scale goes up. And I'm going to tell you, if you're one of those people that have decided you're going to cut everything out until you reach your goal, or you're one of those people who thought, I'm never going to eat cake anymore, if that's something you can sustain over time and that's going to be your lifestyle, I say, great, go for that, do that. But if you're one of those people that are going to stop living because you're afraid to gain weight, that's where I see the fear has become a little unreasonable and possibly not very manageable. Because here's the truth, and we know this about everything we do in life. You cannot build a sustainable lifestyle based on fear. You just can't. Fear can get you started, but it is not going to carry you through to the rest of your life. And who wants to be afraid for the rest of their lives? I I'm going to tell you from experience, fear becomes exhausting. You get tired. And when we're exhausted with something, guess what? We often have that opposite effect where we become extreme perfectionists. And that's why sustainability matters more than perfection. So let's talk about what we're really afraid of, because I was thinking to myself, if I gained weight back in a significant amount of weight, I'm 88 pounds down. If I gained 10, 15, 20 pounds, I thought, how would I feel? I encourage you to write key things that you have noticed. I would jot it down, because 6, 9, 12 months from now, it will be so eye-opening for you to go back and read some of the thoughts you were having. So this is what I thought. I thought, if I gained weight back, how would I feel? I would feel like I'm kind of starting over, right? Let's reset. We're not really starting over. And you know why I say we're not starting over? Because now we have experience. We didn't have that when we first started the medication. So if you're someone who has to start over, I just want you to know that might not necessarily be a bad thing, because now you're starting over with something you didn't have before, and that's experience taking the GLP-1. So I would also feel embarrassed. I would avoid looking in the mirror. I have to admit that. I probably wouldn't want to see myself buying bigger clothes again. It's like I'm down to a size extra large, can fit some large sizes. And so do I want to go back up to that 2XL, 3XL, and whatever your size is? Do you want to go up another size or 2 more sizes? So that's something that I thought about. I would also feel like people are judging me, which when you're a bigger person, I guarantee you, most of us have felt judged. What hurts the deepest is a lot of times when we're feeling judged, it's not even strangers, it's our own friends and family. So there's that. And I thought, you know what? I would be afraid of losing myself again, because I've gained a new, more confident self. I think my biggest fear is not watching the weight come back, but being afraid that I am going to lose this person I'm becoming, which is a healthier person, right? A person who is counting my calories, a person who is prioritizing that protein, being a lady that moves, incorporating healthy lifestyles, making conscious choices, and not feeling like I'm strict and on a diet, but feeling like I'm making some lifestyle changes that I can do today, and I could do 2 years from now, and I could do 5 years from now. So I thought, we're not afraid of watching ourselves regain weight. We're afraid of losing this person we love and this person we're becoming. That was the aha moment, dare I say that. And let me be honest with you. I don't think we talk about this enough. We always talk about weight loss from the physical point of view. What are you eating? How are you moving? What are you drinking? But we don't talk about it from an emotional standpoint enough. And so that's what I'm going to do, because the biggest issues that I have going on with sustaining my weight loss and sustaining my healthy journey is the emotional part of it. So I'm going to tell you what really changed for me is I have been realizing that I can no longer build my life, my future life, my health journey around what the medication is doing. The medication is really, truly a supplement and a treatment. And those lifestyle changes for me are going to have to be front and center. That's how my life is going to have to be in order for me to be successful. I've been on this journey for 2 years. I have lost 88 pounds. And I'm stuck in my journey right now where I'm really not losing, but I'm not gaining either. That's the great thing. I'm not gaining. So I have to take that as a win. And I'm realizing I'm going to focus on those healthy habits. I don't care what that skill is doing. I'm going to take my medication every week. My confidence is not going to come from this injection. My confidence is going to come from the woman I'm becoming. And I'm becoming a woman who prioritizes protein. I'm becoming a woman that sleeps. That's huge for me. I'm becoming a woman that stays hydrated. I'm becoming a lady who moves. I am a lady on a health journey, not a weight loss journey, a health journey. Once I started realizing that and letting some of these thoughts go with the scale, there is no holding me back. I don't know how soon I'll get to these goals I have, but I just know I will get there, because guess what? If you watched my last video, you know I refuse to quit. So that's what gives me peace. Having a lifestyle in place, whether the medication stays, and I hope it stays, or if the medication goes, I am going to focus on the healthy habits and the lifestyle I'm building for myself and for my daughter. So do I have moments where I ask about the future? Absolutely. What's going to happen? I'm just thinking that those thoughts are in my head. But I don't ask myself, what if I gain the weight back? I haven't thought that because I've been able to maintain not gaining weight back. So I'm pretty confident about that while I'm taking this medication. But instead, I'm asking myself, when life gets hard, do I trust myself to keep showing up for myself? And my answer is absolutely yes. Not because I'm perfect, not because I'm never going to struggle again or have challenges on my journey, not because there won't be emotions coming up that I would need to maneuver in some way, but it's because I am someone who does not quit. I do not quit. So I'm going to keep going no matter what happens around me. And I always say, we're not starting over on Monday. We're starting at the next meal. We're starting at the next realization that we need to make a healthier choice. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully you have your own strategy, your own plan. Let's just fix our mindset, because I think if we can fix our mindset, the transformation will unfold. So I just want to say to you, we've got this. We can do this. We do not quit. As a matter of fact, we refuse to quit. And fear does not get to write the ending to your story. If this video spoke to you in any way, I want you to drop down in the comments and let me know. What has been your biggest fear taking the GLP-1 medication? Because I have a feeling you're not the only one that's carrying that fear with you. With that said, I want to thank you for watching. I want you to like and share this video. Also hype the video so it could get out to more of the GLP-1 users. I would love for you to become a part of the Diva family. So subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I go live and upload a video. I'm actually live on Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So come and hang out with me live. I want to support you on your GLP-1 journey or any health journey that you are on. Go to the description of this video and you will find a link to my stand store. Check out the freebies and resources that are in there to help you on your GLP-1 journey. Check out my Downsizing Diva Inner Circle, a private support group that could also help you on your journey. And most importantly, whatever you do on this journey, I want you to take great care of yourself. And remember, slow and steady, normal and steady wins the race. Just don't quit.